Welcome to the world of rare Australian coins, where ordinary change can unlock extraordinary wealth. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever discovered. This isn't just pocket money, it's a hidden treasure that could make you rich overnight. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn might change the way you see every coin in your collection. Welcome to the world of rare Australian coins, where ordinary change can unlock extraordinary wealth. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever discovered. This isn't just pocket money, it's a hidden treasure. The 2006 Australian 5-cent coin, featuring the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, may appear small and ordinary, but hidden within certain examples lies an extraordinary value that could transform your life. This isn't just a coin, it's a key to a fortune, a silent symbol of unimaginable wealth hiding in plain sight. As simple as it looks, some rare variants of this coin have stunned the coin-collecting world with their market value, sparking a frenzy among collectors who understand what these coins are truly worth. If you're holding one of these hidden treasures, you might unknowingly be holding something worth $1 million, or even more. The obverse of the 2006 5-cent coin proudly displays the profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was used in Australian coinage from 1998 until the end of the Queen's reign. But in rare cases, collectors have identified coins where the Queen's portrait appears misaligned, softly struck, or even doubled, phenomena typically caused by minting errors. These mint errors are not mere flaws, they are what turn ordinary coins into legendary rarities. When these errors occur and go unnoticed into circulation, they become the holy grail for numismatists. And when paired with historical relevance, their value explodes. The reverse side of this coin features the iconic echidna design by Stuart Devlin, a design that has become synonymous with the 5-cent denomination in Australia. But some 2006 examples show signs of striking anomalies, extra lines among the spines, doubling around the edges, or a ghosting effect on the lettering. These subtle differences can mean the coin was struck with a damaged die or experienced a double strike, both of which are indicators of extreme rarity. It's these tiny details, often missed by the untrained eye, that can separate a common coin from $1 million treasure. The year 2006 itself holds importance in the broader timeline of Australian coin production. It was a period of mass coin circulation, but also experimentation and modernization in minting techniques. With changes in pressure calibrations, planche quality, and die usage, occasional errors were bound to happen. What makes the 2006 5-cent coin special is that, despite its high mintage, only a handful of unique errors may exist, making them extremely hard to find. That scarcity is what drives the value into the stratosphere for collectors who prize one-of-a-kind pieces. What's even more intriguing is that many of these valuable variants were never officially acknowledged by the mint. That means no records, no announcements, and no way of knowing exactly how many exist. This secrecy only adds to the legend. Imagine a coin that wasn't meant to exist, accidentally struck, slipped into circulation, and now worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions, because it was overlooked for years. That's the power of the 2006 5-cent coin with rare characteristics. It turns everyday pocket change into a global sensation among serious collectors. As Queen Elizabeth II's era becomes part of numismatic history, coins bearing her image gain massive sentimental and historical value. The 2006 version, still relatively modern yet nearly 2 decades old, has become a symbolic relic from her final active decades on the throne. In the years to come, as Australia continues to transition its coinage to feature King Charles III, coins like the 2006 5-cent with rare errors will become even more sought after, especially those carrying the last royal legacy and the mystery of minting imperfections. These coins have already sparked massive interest in coin communities, auctions, and private collector circles. Some specimens have traded hands quietly for staggering amounts, while others are still hidden, lying forgotten in jars, drawers, and old wallets. The dream of discovering one of these rare 2006 5-cent coins is real, and it has turned ordinary people into overnight millionaires. The only question is, have you checked yours? That small silver coin you've been ignoring could be the beginning of a fortune. So if you're watching this video, Take a moment. Go through your change, inspect every 5-cent coin from 2006, and look closely. Examine the edges, the portrait, the echidna. You're not just looking at metal, you're looking at a potential miracle. This coin might not only bring wealth, but also bring you into the spotlight of the numismatic world. Remember, it's not always the big things that change lives. Sometimes, it's the smallest coin in your hand that holds the greatest power. The 2008 Australian 5-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II may appear as a simple piece of change to the untrained eye, but for coin collectors and treasure hunters, it holds the potential to unlock extraordinary value. This coin, minted during a seemingly ordinary year, has become the subject of intense interest due to specific varieties and minting errors that have turned it from mere currency into a priceless artifact. While millions were produced, only a handful may carry the rare traits that make them worth a fortune today. Traits that collectors around the world are desperately searching for, willing to pay incredible sums for even one authenticated example. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II is depicted with the detailed realism of Ian Rank Broadley's portrait, a design introduced in 1998 and used across Commonwealth nations. However, what sets some 2008 coins apart are the anomalies in this very design. Some coins feature a lightly struck bust, causing the Queen's features to appear faded or ghosted. Others display doubling on the lettering or crown, or signs of die wear that produce unique surface textures. These differences may seem minor, but in numismatics, even the slightest variation can turn a basic coin into a legendary piece that can change the owner's life overnight. The reverse side, showcasing the echidna, Australia's spiny monotreme, also plays a crucial role in defining the coin's value. Designed by the brilliant Stuart Devlin, the 5-cent reverse is one of Australia's most familiar coin faces. But in 2008, a few examples surfaced showing what collectors call die cracks, or cud errors, raised areas caused by damage or failure in the minting die. These cracks may appear as extra spines, blobs near the edge, or unusual textures around the echidna's head and feet. When such coins are verified, they are considered minting rarities and can fetch eye-watering prices. What elevates the 2008 version to near mythical status is its connection to the changing tides of Australian coinage. As technological upgrades were happening within the Royal Australian Mint, the risk of transitional errors increased. Planchets from different denominations, misaligned dies, or outdated tools may have been used accidentally during the switchovers. There are whispers in the collector world of a 2008 5-cent coin struck on the wrong planchet, lighter than usual, or made from a different alloy entirely. If such a coin exists, it could easily command a 6 or even 7-figure value on the private market. It's not only technical errors that bring value, but also historical context. The 2008 coin may not mark a major anniversary, but its quiet place in the timeline makes it a sleeper hit. As people overlook it in favor of more obviously commemorative coins, the hidden gems among the 2008 batch gain in rarity and desirability. The coin becomes a symbol of quiet excellence, a diamond among stones that many wouldn't even notice. And as Australia continues evolving its currency with future monarchs, coins from the final decades of Queen Elizabeth's reign will take on deeper historical and emotional significance. Another layer of mystery is added by the limited public awareness of these variations. Many Australians have handled the 2008 5-cent coin daily without realizing the potential fortune it holds. Some of the most valuable coins in history have been found not in museums, but in coin jars, inherited boxes, or forgotten purses. With no official documentation on the exact number of errors released into circulation, the quest to find one becomes a real-life treasure hunt. The possibility that one could be sitting in your collection right now is both thrilling and motivating. As the numismatic market grows and global collectors compete for the rarest coins, the demand for such elusive 2008 5-cent coins has skyrocketed. Auctions have seen bidding wars for even the smallest known errors, and some transactions happen in private circles for astronomical figures. Investors are now entering the coin market, treating rare specimens like works of art or rare diamonds. And when a coin offers both rarity and historical significance, as the 2008 5-cent can, it becomes more than just money. It becomes a legacy, something that can change generations. So, before you dismiss that small silver coin in your pocket or drawer, take a closer look. Examine. The 1983 Australian 5-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II might seem like a common piece of pocket change, but hidden beneath its small, unassuming frame lies a world of value that only a handful of collectors truly understand. This particular year holds a powerful mystique, because despite being a year of transition and modernization at the Royal Australian Mint, the 5-cent coin was reportedly not released for general circulation. That makes the 1983 5-cent coin a ghost in Australia's numismatic records, a coin that technically shouldn't be in anyone's hands, yet it is whispered about in elite collector circles and occasionally surfaces in rare auctions with staggering price tags. The obverse of the coin carries the elegant and time-honored portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, who sculpted Her Majesty with regal poise and subtle grace. This design was used widely during the late 20th century and became iconic across all Commonwealth countries. But in 1983, something curious happened. This 5-cent coin, bearing this familiar profile, was minted, but not widely distributed. Very few examples were ever confirmed in circulation, making it incredibly rare. When a coin is both officially minted and unofficially released, its value can skyrocket, especially when time has obscured its origins. On the reverse, you find Stuart Devlin's iconic echidna design, a spiny native creature that has become the face of Australia's 5-cent denomination. This reverse side is identical to earlier years, but it is not the design that makes this coin extraordinary. It is its near absence from public hands. A few examples may have leaked out through mint sets, mispacks, or mint workers' hands, but their scarcity has transformed them into legendary finds. For collectors who specialize in decimal rarities, the 1983 5-cent coin is the kind of once-in-a-lifetime discovery that could change your financial destiny. Adding to the mystery, the Royal Australian Mint was undergoing changes in coin production and quality control during the early 1980s. That opens up the door to the possibility of error coins struck off metal, on incorrect planchets, or with minor yet valuable anomalies such as doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. If such an error exists on a 1983 5-cent coin, its rarity would be compounded exponentially. A coin like that wouldn't just be worth thousands. It could easily demand 6 figures, or even approach the $1 million mark if authenticated by a top-tier grading authority. The coin's historical and emotional value is equally powerful. It represents a hidden chapter in Australia's minting history. An invisible year where the 5-cent coin quietly slipped into obscurity. It's this mystery that fuels desire among collectors, driving up both the demand and the price. When something is lost, rare, and full of questions, it becomes priceless. And this coin, more than most, encapsulates that feeling of hidden wealth waiting to be discovered by someone willing to look closely at their everyday change. There are countless stories in the collecting world of individuals who found seemingly ordinary coins in old jars or family collections, only to learn that they were holding a rare and valuable piece. The 1983 5-cent is exactly that type of coin. One that might still be hiding in drawers, old wallets, or inherited collections, quietly waiting to reveal its worth. It has already reached legendary status in numismatic circles, and as time goes on, its scarcity only grows, which means its value is rising rapidly, year after year. When people think of valuable coins, they often imagine gold or large denominations, but the true treasures are often small, overlooked pieces like this one. The 1983 5-cent coin is a perfect example of how something tiny and silent can hold incredible power. Its value is not in its metal, but in its story, its mystery, its disappearance, and its surprise reappearance in the hands of a lucky collector. That makes it far more than currency. It becomes a rare artifact, a conversation piece, and a gateway to massive financial opportunity. So if you're listening to this and wondering whether you might be sitting on hidden wealth, now is the time to take action. Dig through your old coins, check your inherited collections, and inspect every 5-cent piece from 1983. You're not just looking for a coin, you're searching for a key to unimaginable fortune. Because this is more than just metal. It's history, rarity, and wealth rolled into one small but mighty Australian coin. And if you find it, you won't just be lucky, you'll be legendary. The 1966 Australian 5-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is far more than just a piece of early decimal currency. It's a symbol of transition, a rare opportunity for collectors, and in some cases, a doorway to unimaginable wealth. As the very first year Australia introduced decimal coins to replace the old pounds, shillings, and pence system, 1966 stands as a historic milestone in the country's monetary history. The 5-cent coin minted in that year holds particular significance, as it marked the beginning of a new economic era, and with it came some unexpected treasures that today can be worth millions to the right collector. On the obverse of the 1966 5-cent coin is the youthful, refined portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This design became one of the most iconic representations of the Queen and appeared on many Commonwealth coins. However, in 1966, the mint was working under intense pressure to produce vast quantities of new decimal coins quickly. This rush led to a variety of minting anomalies, such as weak strikes, misaligned dies, and incorrect plancher usage, especially within the early batches. If you happen to find a 1966 5-cent coin with such errors, particularly one struck on a foreign or silver plancher by mistake, you may be holding a numismatic fortune in your hands. The reverse of the coin, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, features the echidna, a spiky and distinctive Australian animal. While this reverse remained consistent across many years, subtle differences can be found in early 1966 versions, especially in the shape of the spikes, alignment of lettering, and rim details. Some 1966 coins show a double rim or faint doubling of the echidna's features, which are often the result of die deterioration or improper striking. These rare visual differences, if authenticated, can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's grail item worth tens of thousands, or even more depending on condition and rarity. There's also an incredible twist to the 1966 5-cent coin story, rumors, and confirmed sightings of examples struck on silver blanks. During the production shift, some leftover silver planchers from earlier coins may have accidentally been used in the minting machines. A genuine silver 5-cent coin from 1966 is not only a minting mistake, but an extreme rarity, since Australia's 5-cent coin was never intended to be struck in precious metal. The value of such a coin is astronomical due to its blend of error, history, and material worth. And if graded and authenticated, it could easily fetch a 6 or 7-figure sum at auction. Another reason this coin holds such powerful value is its emotional and national significance. This was the first generation of coins Australians used under the new decimal system. It represents a break from the colonial currency and the start of a more modern, sovereign financial identity. Collectors often pay premiums for first-issue coins, and when those coins also contain hidden errors or unexpected compositions, they become legendary. The 1966 5-cent isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of national transformation, and it holds immense appeal across generations of collectors. Despite millions of these coins being produced, very few have survived in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially with rare features. Most circulated heavily and now appear worn, but if you come across a sharply struck 1966 5-cent in pristine condition with full detail and no wear, it could be incredibly valuable. Grading services may assign it a high mint state rank, and for collectors chasing the best specimens from milestone years, they're willing to pay extraordinary prices. Even without errors, condition alone can launch this coin's value into the thousands. What makes this coin even more exciting is that it's still out there, waiting to be discovered. People don't usually pay attention to their small change, and the 5-cent coin often slips under the radar due to its size. That's what makes it the perfect treasure, hidden in plain sight. Many incredible 1966 5-cent coins have been found, in inherited collections, old coin jars, and even in the pockets of vintage clothing. The idea that such a rare and valuable item could be waiting in your home makes this coin an irresistible mystery to collectors and treasure hunters alike. So, if you're watching this video and thinking this couldn't possibly be real, think again. The 1966 Australian 5-cent coin has already changed lives. It carries a powerful mix of history, error potential, and collectible demand that makes it one of the most fascinating pieces in Australian numismatics. Look closely at the coins in your collection, pay attention to the details, and don't underestimate the power of this small yet mighty coin. Because one day, your 5-cent piece could be the ticket to wealth beyond your imagination.